Hi dance moms, dance parents, dance daddies alike. My name's Alyssa. I'm a senior dancer here at the McCafferty School, and I've been assigned to show you guys how to do a side bun for your either younger girls or quite possibly the older girls as well. The way that I think I'm going to do this, first of all, what you're going to need, some really good hairspray. Any kind of freezing spray is best, especially will hold in all those layers. Get some rubber bands, a couple of them, because you never know how many you might need, and if some of them, they break. Make sure you have plenty of bobby pins as well to stick through there. I like to get the nice thick ones sometimes, depending upon the mass of your hair and that sort of thing. They get some small ones as well for the tiny little spots. And then some type of comb brush or something to tease your hair with, because you're going to be doing a lot of teasing to make sure your hair maintains its form. So first of all, make sure your hair is completely brushed out. Put some detangler in it, get it nice and brushed out. I think I've already brushed mine. Get it nice and brushed out, okay? I'm thinking that we should probably do a part, and I'm going to do it on my left side over here. We can pick whatever side we want to do, that's fine. But I think for the best of uniformity, we should all part it to the one side. So the first thing you're going to do here is, when you're parting your hair, I have my part here, and halfway back your head, you're going to grab some hair and push it to the back here. See how it kind of makes a little bump here? That's what we're going for here, okay? So once it's back here, we're going to go around the head. I'm going to tease the back first. You're going to grab a slight piece of hair here to the side, just like that. Pick it up. Pick up whatever you're going to use to tease, and tease it up. You start up here. Make sure you push down to the base, come back, push down again, okay? And you're going to go piece by piece across your head. So grab the next piece here. And it depends on how much you need to tease, depending upon, how the thickness of your hair is, how thick it is, and how much hair you have too. And what I typically do is I'll come across here the back. So I've teased that up, and I'll go to the layer underneath. I grab what's near the part there, and I'll go a little farther back this time, and pick it up, brush out the end, and tease it all the way back down again, just like that. And it looks funny right now, but once we get it all in, it's going to have a nice little bump in the back, because the more that you play with the hair, when we do the side pony here in a second to get to the bun, it's going to smush down that teasing that you're putting in here. So we gotta make sure we have enough for the whole thing. Okay, so now the back's teased. I would lift up the back a little bit, take your hairspray, and spray that sucker back here. Okay, because that way it'll hold in what you have there. Push it up a little bit, spray the back just for good measure. Okay, you're gonna come to the side now, and yes, it looks like a hot mess, but it will get better, I promise. So you're going to come over here to the side, and you're going to take what you have here on your part, starting with the top layer, brush it out, tease it down. Good. Go to the next bit right here, take it out, tease that sucker down, push it over, and do one more, because you want this to kind of poof out near your ear, so I know for me, my ears like to stick out. Genetics, And when the more poofy it is on the side, the better that it tends to look. So once you got those over there, spray those little guys, and flip those guys back over to the original spot. You're going to do likewise with the other side. Sorry, I got one hair here that's not paying attention. Okay, kind of smooth out what you got there. See, you've got some nice volume. It looks good. So you're going to go over to the other side now. Go to the other side. And see, I've got bangs right here. They're nice and short. So what we're going to do is we're going to still do the same thing, layer by layer, and tease it up. Top layer. Tease that sucker. Next layer. Tease that guy. And make sure when you're doing this, tease your bangs. La, la, la. Whatever you have up here, tease it. Go to the next layer over. Tease that here as well. And mind you, it's not supposed to look pretty right now. We're not done. Tease the next section here. There we go. And yeah, if you're doing the wee ones, you know, they're probably gonna scream at you and say, "Mommy, it hurts," but they have to endure the pain to get a little bit of volume. Okay, so now that's done. Spray that guy in. Okay. Now my bangs, because the way you tease them, you gotta make sure you tease your bangs, because otherwise, if you don't put the hairspray in it and you don't tease it, they're not gonna collectively stay together, and you'll have bits and pieces falling in your face. And that's why I really like to go to like Sally Beauty Supply and buy really good freezing spray, so that way all those flyaways, once we get done especially, they won't be coming out while the other girls are dancing and sweating. Okay, so we've got this over here. Yes, none of it looks really pretty. Okay, so from this point, kind of go through and don't really brush, just kind of take the ends of your things and smooth out your hair a little bit so you don't look like you have little puff balls everywhere. Smooth it out. Okay, and then from this point, I'm going to start on this side. Now, if your child has short hair, the problem here is you got to make sure you roll it correctly when we go around the head to make sure all the layers and stuff are in. So I'm going to start here, take a little section here. I'm going to kind of rotate it out to the side a little bit, kind of roll it. And as you're going around the head, you're going to continue rolling here. So I'm taking this section and pushing it down. I'm taking the next section and pushing it down. I'm just kind of picking it up and flipping it over and pulling it in like this. And you just continue to roll. And at this point, I would roll till you get to over here at the nape of the neck. And then we're going to come back here. And we're going to pull what's right here over here. And you're going to kind of, this is the tricky part. You got to hold on to this with one hand and roll this front part into it as well. It's not really a roll. It's going to be a soft roll because you want it to still stick out and look nice. Okay. Make sure those little strands are in. You don't want to roll it and get some bunchies out. See, like that right there? We don't want that. And thank the Lord for bobby pins. Okay. So what you have here is your back roll. It's coming in. You've got your front roll here. Kind of push them together here. And secure that with a ponytail holder. See what I mean? My poof and stuff is already smushed down, and that's why you've got to make sure you tease it up really good, because otherwise it'll come out. Okay, see, and my roll is still back here, and if you have layers and stuff and you're trying to, you know, get your roll to pay attention and know what you're doing here, see this side kind of got flat here, take an end of a comb or something and kind of pull it up at it so it's all even across the back. Or even take your tiny little fingers and put them in there, okay? So at this point, you've got your layers in the back. I would even take a couple bobby pins here and come to the back and stick them along the roll here to secure it to your scalp. So that way, none of these guys will come undone. See what I'm saying? Okay. So everything there is in. We've got our ponytail here to the side. My bangs aren't liking me. I didn't tease them enough. Anyway, so you're going to take this right here. And this is the hard part, and I've seen several variations of how you can do this. There's these actual little donut things that you can buy that you can actually put on here and wrap it around and make a little ballerina bun. What I typically do is if I have enough hair, I kind of just twirl it, push it up like this, and go around and come underneath like this and make a little ball. Put a ponytail holder around it and make some type of ball form or something, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this here. Okay, you're going to kind of fluff it out a little bit. Like that. Okay. And what's going to happen is once it's fluffed out like that, it looks a little messy, but we're going to pin it all in. We're going to pin it into your head and it's going to look nice. Okay. So here at this point, yeah, it looks a little floppy. You see how it's hanging down there? We're going to take bobby pins and you're going to push it up toward your scalp and go right in behind it, snag some hair from it, and push it down in. Just like that. See how it's staying in better? I've got some guys hanging down here, so I'm going to bobby pin it from the bottom too. And go straight up. And moms, you're definitely going to want to do a trial run or two before rock this on your young kids and all your girls. Do this on yourself a couple of times too, because you're not going to want to walk in day of when it happens and be like, oh, I can't do my hair. It's never a good situation. Make sure you pin it in from every side, because I know when we're dancing, we're hopping all over the place doing that St. Patrick's Day, that Sweets in May. Want to make sure our bun's in, okay? So make sure it's all the way in, and then whenever you get done, make sure everything's in place. If you need a couple bobby pins, like, you know, this is hanging out a little bit, take a bobby pin, push it in, that sort of thing. But for the most part, it is in. It's not going to go anywhere. You've got this nice roll here that'll hold in all your layers. And that's the concept of my side bun. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, just email me. I'll be glad to help you. Once you get this in, by the way, get the little flower. It's going to be on a bobby pin, and all you're going to do is you're just to get straight into the bun, and the thing will be right there on top, and it won't come out. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, once again, holler at me. I'm here to help. Thanks, guys.